eBay Motors is here for the ride. Elbow grease and a whole lot of love transformed 100,000 miles and a body full of rust into a drive entirely its own. LED headlights, spoilers, whatever you need. eBay Motors has it at affordable prices. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, it's guaranteed to fit your ride every time. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
McDonald's presents Burger Reviews by Hamburglar. Today's review, the classic Big Mac, Hamburglar. Rubble, rubble. He said, there's more sauce in every bite. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Rubble. Available at most restaurants in this area.
Hey parents, Greenlight is here to take one big thing off your to-do list, teaching your kids about money. With a Greenlight debit card and money app of their own, kids and teens learn to earn, save, and invest. You can send money instantly, set flexible controls, and get real-time notifications of your kids' money activity. Set up chores and put allowance on autopilot to reward them for their hard work. Then learn about the world of money together. Get 1 month free when you sign up at greenlight.com/podcast.
It was like a worst shit that ever happened over there. Well, first of all, I'm a Cleveland fan. Go Brown, go Indians. I'll fight you. I mean it. So every Sunday I had to fight to prove my love. It was dumb. I grew a lot as a human. I think I grew a lot as a human. Oh, this will the verdict is still out. Hey, okay, fine. My favorite domestic trip, I think I had to decide between Maine. Maine. Hey, welcome to Travel Tuesday Happy Hour, where we interview dope people doing dope things from around the world. And we're in season 4, Voyage 22. But before we start, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, leave a nice message, please. And then hit that notification bell so that you know when we drop the next episode. This episode, I have a good friend of mine. We've known each other for a long while. 20 years. 20 years. That's the and tell them who you are and what you do.
My name's Cecilia. I'm a student. I'm out of here. I'm a cash up or whatever, maybe because floating that for Morocco, it's been a whole bunch of money.
Okay, so what you do? What are your aspirations as a student?
So I'm getting a Ph.D. in human resource development in diversity and equity and education. And I want to be a governmental consultant, specifically working in healthcare to get this shit better because it's fucked up right now.
So she countries. Tell us where you from.
Cleveland, Ohio, gang gang.
Oh man, Cleveland, Ohio. Cleveland.
Don't do it. You had to act like that.
So I'm gonna ask the simple questions. What's the first time you made it out of Cleveland, Ohio?
Don't do me. Goddamn. Do it kind of if I went down the street. Like if I was like it matters what me went. It matters wherever you went. I'll just give you a little bit of surrounding suburban love. But one of the first trips I can think of, we took a road trip to Wichita, Kansas for a few.
For what?
For a few. No, a few.
Listen, I want to have subtitles that come out about this.
So then instead that I'll that translate in every language.
So for a few, and then what was that like? Wichita, Kansas.
It was a long ride. So at the time there were 3 of us, siblings, my grandma, my mama, my daddy, and we was in a minivan and we drove, like in my mind, like I want you to see like this little car like driving down like I'm doing with him right now. Forget Kansas. Ain't shit in Wichita, Kansas, but my family are Kansas. They're close to Kansas City. Shout out to Kansas City barbecue, but not the place that we went because it was.
So Wichita, Kansas, was the first domestic trip. Well, your first memorable.
The one I remember.
So what was your favorite domestic trip? I know coming with Pittsburgh was like a
worst shit that ever happened over there. Well, first of all, I'm a Cleveland fan. Go Brown, go Indians. I'll fight you. I mean it. So every Sunday I had to fight to prove my love. It was dumb. I grew a lot as a human. I think I grew a lot as a human.
The verdict is still out.
Hey, okay, fine. My favorite domestic trip, I think I had to decide between Maine. Maine. We went to Maine in September for my profile's birthday, and I wasn't really expecting anything, but it was better than I could have expected. Like, I ain't never seen so many stars. I don't think I've ever had seafood that fresh. It was really interesting to be in a place with all them white people, and it was like going all their way to help us So the suburban at the phone.
You like the fact that you was being catered.
True story, bro. True story. So
tell us the story.
the suburban that we was in, like, it had a little, you had to, like, and you, like, kick it, and then the magnet shit, it was like a lot. So
I will have translations.
again, so so we pulled up to this metaphysical store, and the suburban at that time decided it wasn't going nowhere else, and it stopped. And so the lady in the store, like, went and called the farmer across the street, and then he called his homeboy, and he came, and he literally, like, tapped on her. He said, when you need to start it, tap that. And I was just like, these people are so nice. Like, I don't know what I thought about that part of the country, but I sure enough didn't think people show out like that. Like, you think about Southern hospitality. I don't know if they call it a thing, but it was dope.
Wow. Yeah. I like, our experience in Maine was, I can't really pinpoint it. It was like we did our own thing. We didn't really interact with a lot of people, but it was very tranquil. I would put it that way. We went around seeing all the different lighthouses.
Which vibes? Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't really expect to ride a bike now, but things happen and keep it moving. So that was a memorable experience. Like, do you have a memorable, like, international experience outside of our trip, of course? But we gonna hold that. If it's our trip, we gonna hold that for a little later.
Fair. Can I get 3?
Go ahead.
I probably got 2. I said 3. I was just trying to give myself some. The first international trip that I took, Canada don't count to me, but I did go to Niagara Falls, so I'm gonna get it because you did cross the border when you didn't have to have no passport.
Yeah.
And I think to me that mattered because it was a family road trip. We actually had come to New York, and because my aunt lives here, and we ready to do that. And I remember, like, my dad had to go back home, but we went as a family, and that was dope. The second trip was, I think, what I call my first international trip. I did a semester abroad in Mexico. I changed my life. They really did, because...
And you speak Spanish.
See?
Good on them.
That changed my life because when I was in high school, I always wanted to go abroad. I wanted to go to Spain. And at the time, they was having, like, this... that was actually after the World Trade Center shit happened. So that was another, they was like, cancel all that shit. You're not going nowhere.
No.
So I never got that. And then I wanted to go to Spain in college, and they were having, like, these race fights. And my daddy was like, you can't go there because I can't get there. Whenever you also didn't get to Mexico, but we went. Then I mean, I don't know if that's a car trip and all shit like that. It's probably a lot of gas money. I don't know. Dad, I hope you're not watching this. It don't matter. But to do that semester abroad, I think it was really interesting to think about how, in particular, there's a Spanish that you learn in class and ain't got shit to do, and it does not prepare you for the Spanish you speaking to a Spanish-speaking country. So that definitely changed my mind. I mean, I think the other thing about that trip was I don't think that I had realized how much people in other countries have similar experience to the ones we have here, right? To think about the same class things, to think about the same racial things, even if it's not the same, like, ethnic identities that people are having. And then the third one, I finally did make it to Spain. So that was the bucket list trip.
I was Spain.
I had so much different. If the pictures of where just the architecture was amazing, like, I was like, do I need to live in this country? So
Okay. So what inspires you to travel? Like, what is that thing, like, aside of your best friends and stuff like that and food, but maybe that is what transpires. So, like, what inspires you to travel?
I think the opportunity to see how people are the same and different. Because I think that if you really go and you're intentional about it, like, I ain't one of them people. No, I did go to Spain and have Popeyes. Okay, and I'm really different, right? So we had KFC. Well, in Morocco, I heard it was supposed to be busting. If it was
Bussin'. I mean, I don't usually use the word bussin', but it was bussin'.
Okay, I think the idea, like, I'm not a history person at all. I really like to focus on the present, and I think to go and experience somebody's present reality, I think there's a lot of ways that we've been divided because we haven't had a chance to talk. So when you go and experience yourself, you can decide, like, what is true and what is not from what it is you're seeing from the media and other reports. So like that.
So with Spain, did it help that you speak the language? Because, in my travels, when you don't speak the language or you don't make an attempt, it's a different experience. And so, for some of us with that, putting an O at the end of everything, That don't really know. Coastal DC gets you, but so far. Coastal DC gets you, but so far. So, what was that experience like? Because you immersed yourself into Mexico, which helped immerse yourself into the Spain experience. So, like, you would probably looked at differently because you spoke the language.
I hope so. It's one of the things like I really can't say for certain. I think to be willing to make the effort, even if you're wrong as fuck, I think is important. Because I think that it shows that you're really interested in a culture in a different way. I think I had some amazing conversations. The highlight of my Spain trip was my last day there. I was by myself. I had gone with a friend, and I was walking down the street randomly. I got myself lost, and I came up on this store that had these African math, and this lady was just talking to me about why she got into it, and asking me if I had traced my roots and all that stuff, and blah blah blah. But I was just this is not a conversation that we could have if I just came here and spoke English. So I think it's really a way to find out some of the social political views that people have. So that was dope.
Nice. Now, have you so far developed a bucket list of places you wanted to visit?
Yeah.
So what's that list? Let's give me at least 5 of the bucket list.
Thailand. I want to go to Thailand so bad I could taste it. I bought a timeshare to go to Thailand. I ain't took my black ass yet. Golly. I mean, I feel you win something and on Wheel of Fortune ranking you the shit. I won the shit. I still didn't go. Anyway, definitely.
I'm pandemic. You can still use it.
But I was at that. I'm gonna take care. Penny. It was the penny. You went the penny.
It was the penny.
Oh man, it was penny. Japan. I love anime. I love the style, the architecture of the houses. I love where I think the culture is. Them motherfuckers is down about this shit. If you step on somebody's grandma toe, bitch, in 2020, 2037, they gunshot probably gonna try and kill you because honors, respect and shit. I love that. And then if I get my top 3, what's my third place I really want to go? This is weird. I want to go backpacking through Europe, but let me be real clear. I ain't talking about putting no backpack on, being dirt on and shit like that. That's not, I can't do that. But I want to be able to do, I don't even try to stay in a hostel either. So maybe I got to think about another term.
So one of my past guests kind of backpack.
Okay.
So Uj, you at Uj. Uj stayed in a trailer. As though, so they refurbished these trailers for compartmentalized rooms.
Okay.
So let's say you wanted to backpack, you can backpack and have a nice, comfortable, safe environment to be in. So we can make it happen. Let's talk about it.
We had to. So I met this lady and we were in Morocco, but not in Marrakesh, and she was biking. She had biked from
Bikes.
She's white, y'all. Full white pit. For Scott though, she was dope though, because she came from Madrid. She biked across Madrid, and then she was biking to. Oh my God, sorry, sis, I can't remember where you was going, but I'm sorry as fuck. And she had bought the local SIM card, and she had all this shit, and she had all these plans. I'm not a player, so if my shit is not playing for me in advance, bro, I probably ain't gonna miss.
So you remember Dina, your last sister, her and I did Oktoberfest.
Yep.
We did.
That was so for this
Prague.
Yeah.
Did Vienna.
Yeah.
Did Budapest.
Yeah.
Little backpack. We did.
You don't even have backpacks. You did not have pack.
Listen. Each city we went to, we stopped at an Airbnb.
See, it's a backpack in an Airbnb.
Right.
Down what?
You got to realize, we took the Flixbus that we it was not we flew through each of the destinations.
Fair.
You know what I mean? So, you can define what a backpack looks for you, right? There's that blue train. I think the blue train is in South Africa. And it does, I'll have to get more detail.
We not heard about.
I was watching something that was kind of dope. So backpacking. All right, cool.
I like to travel. I did not when we went to Morocco at all.
Yeah, the bride made it difficult for people to travel light, but we're not going to talk about that right now. What's the most exciting? What's your favorite part of traveling?
The food and having people be vulnerable enough with me to talk about what it's like to live there. Because you, as a tourist, they can show you whatever they want you to see. And so for people to talk about how they really living, that shit's so dope. It's the best part. Oh, the food, awesome.
You said the food 1 and number 2. Food is 1 and vulnerability.
Food is 2. Food is 2. One is 2. Final answer.
They the final answer. All right. So now Voyage 22.
Yeah.
I send you a message. Yo,
Yeah.
I need you to come through.
Yep.
Here's the information.
Yeah.
Like, let's talk about like from the point you decided to go.
Okay, fine.
Let's talk about the point you decided to go.
All right, so I'm like, Blue, I have my idea. How many dollars? Oh, I don't know. I ain't gonna be able to go on. Maybe I have to send this thing in my regrets. Man, that's what that was like. All right, look, okay. So a friend of mine had traveled to Morocco for study abroad. So I knew that my school did it, and she was talking to me how she went to like CLAP and all of this. I'm like, okay, let me see if I can find another way to do it, because the way the package was set up was too much for my meager research assistant salary. I couldn't. So I bought a ticket on United, and then United said, guess what? We're not going there no more. And I said, oh shit, maybe God's telling me I ain't supposed to go. So I had also invited another friend to go with me. And so she was asking me about these details, and I said, sis, she can help me because I need help. And then I waited, and I ended up getting a 5-week experience. And so that's how I ended up being able to go to Spain, because they had this package where I could do up to a 6-day layover. So I flew from Chicago to Madrid to Marrakesh, and then when I flew back, I stayed for 4 days in Madrid. What? That's so bad. How does that move a lot of money? I said, you watch me do that. Watch me.
So you get to Marrakesh, and this is your first time in Morocco.
Yeah. Oh, also, I didn't do none of that Stella shit. I mean, I think your shit was probably amazing. Let's tour Morocco. Shout out to y'all, because y'all set up the whole Riyadh. Y'all set up like the tour. Like the tour we had was very parallel, and I say that to say that like if your dollars ain't dollaring, you still can go. Like, don't feel like you can't go because you ain't got the dollars. You just need to talk to folks. My profile have reached out on a Facebook group, but my twin Angelique, my twin already had connections with Buddy that had the tour company, so when she made the introduction, we could talk a little bit better about the prices.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we might have to have a conversation.
We could do them. We could do this. Yeah, I'm not filling out that review form. I blew it in my pictures, but I am going to send you this link to this. Shout out, let's to Morocco. I'm going to send y'all this link.
Gotcha. You'll get free after college over. So you get to Marrakesh. What were your thoughts? What were your initial thoughts?
eBay Motors is here for the ride. Elbow grease and a whole lot of love transformed 100,000 miles and a body full of rust into a drive entirely its own. LED headlights, spoilers, whatever you need. eBay Motors has it at affordable prices. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, it's guaranteed to fit your ride every time. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Hey parents, Greenlight is here to take one big thing off your to-do list, teaching your kids about money. With a Greenlight debit card and money app of their own, kids and teens learn to earn, save, and invest. You can send money instantly, set flexible controls, and get real-time notifications of your kids' money activity. Set up chores and put allowance on autopilot to reward them for their hard work. Then learn about the world of money together. Get 1 month free when you sign up at greenlight.com/podcast.
It was like police at the airport, like on the tarmac. And I'm like, I had not been told at that time you're not supposed to take pictures of police. Except y'all gonna do on the home now. I'm gonna get me. You can't get me. So I had, right? I didn't do the airport pictures. I was so struck by the way that they security, like, they about to pat you down. There's drug dogs, all of this, when you come back to the United States, it was not that in Marrakesh. It was like super chill. I had never been to an airport where somebody had a similar name. I still haven't, but he did. I didn't see.
That's his name. And so
his name was Yosef. Yusuf, like, he showed up and he asked for me, make sure we had a nice little van. There were only 2 of us, so it was really nice to be able to have like a more privatized experience. Dropping me off at the Riyadh. I don't speak Arabic or French, for he did a lot of translation to us to get into the States. So that was dope. Like, I feel like it was very clean. So the other thing was I ended up having to travel late because I had a presentation that morning, like before I got on the flight. So I got there on the Thursday of the pre-wedding dinner.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like, boop, go to the hotel, take a nap, because I was on the plane like, with a slate. And then get up, get dressed, come to the hotel.
Okay. So when you got to the hotel, what do you think?
Right. I had read about this place in magazines, but it defied, like, pictures, pictures, all those shit, just, bruh, that was amazing. Like, even when I show people pictures, they're like, that's like something, you don't even fucking know how to see it. It's like that.
So the dinner, right? Like that long table with everybody kind of just breaking bread together.
Don't skip over the whole, like,
Oh, okay, my bad. We got the rooftop,
yeah.
open bar.
Mm-hmm.
We got people chilling, mingling. You got the groom taking pictures of everybody.
Like, this man went to get married. It was the wildest shit I've ever seen, right? But I felt like it was so you. It was so
Did
easy.
you like the pictures though?
I mean, he said, hey man, you ain't ready for no picture yet. You wake this up right here. And he was like, get your life together. Think about like making a lot of money. It's some shit, but those pictures were better.
Okay, see, I'm telling you, look, I looked out. And so what she's alluding to,
I ain't moving shit.
my keepsake for everyone was as a photographer, I wanted to make sure everyone had something in their finest, in their best the night before. And because clearly the next day I wasn't holding a camera for nothing. So I wanted to make sure that like everyone had a photo of themselves in the, or was it Moroccan Nights theme?
There are two things I want to say. If I may.
Go ahead.
First of all, I had said I could wear black attire, and then the bride showed out with this black busting ass dress. And I said, what the fuck do I have this on? Secondly, you did not hold the camera, but this nigga was dressed in the whole. I said, this is the best shit I've ever seen in my life. Camera 3, zoom in. I'm like, but you're getting me right now, man. Never stuff. Oh, sorry. About stuff, sir.
Because we didn't even get to that.
We did it. I just want to. It's coming. It's a prelude. It's a prelude.
So the night before we have the Moroccan Night theme.
Yes.
So happy hour, sort of like cocktail hour.
Ice entrance.
Right. So so
came in. Blessed.
She came in with the whole little gold yellow
that dress.
Dress. She was out here. She was out here. She was out here. You know what I'm saying? And then we had a nice little escort down to the dinner table. And then Pop Dukes out of nowhere just started to...
It was snowing.
He was feeling that as doing the mock show. And then we got to the table.
Mm-hmm.
I have a video on my Instagram. Check it out. Of the table while they were setting it up.
Okay.
But then the table, like, moonlit, candles lit, and then all the heat lamps. Like, what was your feeling like getting to the table at that point?
So first of all, I don't feel like we've given enough respect to the way that we got down to the table. Because like Mans came up and he was like, you are so constant and the hype man be telling you to clap. So like you don't speak this English and they sing your shit. I don't know what they're saying. I'm kind of petty and like skeptical of people in general. So like they clapping and shit and I'm like, let's clap for this shit. Don't be saying, but right from that clapping and we're going down there. There are like 50 plus people who are walking in more or less a single file line to get to where we going. We have our all the way through this beautiful ass hotel. They had, like, we're getting ready to sit down. They have this culminating performance. I do not pull out my phone in places because I really like to be present in the moment. But I could not pull my phone out to have me a little video. And when I've been showing people about the strip, I'm like, no, you got to see this because it felt like stupid ass dope. So then you have this like welcome to the table. I hope that's what I don't know, but you had this welcome to the table, and then you see this beautiful long ass table for 50 people with these candles, right, and these beautiful ass place settings. And if you ain't never felt like you was somebody, you felt like you was somebody on that day because you was in fact somebody because you about to sit at the table. It was, even without having known everybody at the table, and I think too, like I also didn't have the opportunity to come in early. There was like really a feeling of camaraderie, like to know that you had gathered for this sacred moment. That was a sacred space. And I think that was like, God, like the pictures I have don't do it no justice. And I don't think they're supposed to, because I think that was a very in the moment. Beautiful. The food was also busting. My food was busting.
It was busted. I had an extra plate. So
Come on, wait for me.
I was hungry. So we fast forward to the next day.
Yes. No, we should not fast forward to the next day.
Oh, my bad. That night.
Yes.
We had a party at the pound.
The whole party in the owner's home. First of all, her room was over shit. Like, I was like, the hospitality, like, I thought I knew what hospitality was. The Eastern PA brass had hospitality be out there. Western. I'm sorry. Everybody else down go to hell. I stayed on here. It's recording here. Especially California. You niggas know what you did. But with the hospitality of her opening her home to us, like there was drinks in there, like the music was playing. And he's like, but not that kind of music because it wasn't that kind of music. But like, I'm saying like the way the space was, like you could hear the music everywhere. Like that was not us staying until like 2 a.m. and happened to be at a wedding. I said, bruh, this is not going to start on time. It was on time, though. I mean, yeah.
We gave y'all CP time.
Correct. I was like, they knew that somebody wasn't going to handle themselves correct. It wasn't me. I came on time there because I had to come from the city to get there.
Okay. So we get to the next day. You finally wake up.
No, I was still like SpongeBob already.
So shit. So you get there and you see a setup. And then, the bride starts walking down.
Why you keep skipping the center?
What's that?
All right, so
let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
They can get your revelation. I never read today. So we got there, and I was told strictly 1 p.m., and I knew in my heart that it wasn't going to be 1. But I wanted to not miss it in case it was 1, because I didn't want to be. I had come on their way, what's the point of missing?
Right.
But we sitting there, watching people come out in their wedding fiery to get to So we get there, people pick us. Like, it was really interesting to pick sides because there really wasn't no sides. It was a whole, like, collective. Except for some people had shade and some people, nah. Shout out to Cecilia for the pictures because we had a whole Delta photo shoot by the food. That was also dope. Paige is standing up in the front, like, super, like, standing up in front, like, everybody, like, we know that we're about to get our phones taken. And then that bell comes.
So let me give this break. So, one of the things that our photographer, on the Run Images, Rick on the Run on Instagram, he proposed that we collect all the guests' phones. And the reason for it was we wanted everybody to be in the moment. Because what happens a lot of times nowadays is everyone just pulls out their phone and they're just flicking, but not enjoying the moment, being in the moment.
Right.
And so, what y'all see is in Candy's episode, she had to go ahead and collect everybody's phones so that, everybody can be in the moment.
I started putting my phone in the basket. I said, just in case these niggas act up, I'm putting my phone in here, right? So everybody knows the thing.
So what y'all didn't hear was she told us, like, yo, they taking my phone. So it was her and was like, they finna take my phone, or like fitting to take my phone.
Don't do that. Yeah, act like this.
They both were like, they fitting to take my phone. I was like, look,
But I say this, like, the thing I really respected about that, like, I despise right now the way that people, like, take pictures of your shit and then put it up there like it's their shit. But this is not your day. And so if you put this, first of all, God bless anybody who had put this shit on Instagram or whatever before they had talked to you about it. They niggas out the friend circle. I just didn't think it was nobody's place. And like you said, like, I think it was such a better way to stay in the moment because, like, I don't think, again, that moment could have been as magical as it was if people had been more concerned about making sure they was getting it right and was there listening to what was happening. Because it was a work. Everybody has to work talking about, like, what love is, making people understand their responsibility is against that wedding. And then hearing the bride and groom in our ears, they was vowing.
Yeah, I mean, what you think about my off the dome?
Real thug shed tears. I don't if somebody say that, I'm like, and it wasn't even a matter of like holding, like, it was to hear the emotion that you had in it. Like, if you fucking didn't get moved by that, like, you don't have no heart. I don't. But because that was something it was beautiful. I mean, yeah.
And the bride, she held y'all accountable.
Did. I she said, I ain't about to go off the dome, but let me read you out with this scroll.
She had 10 pages.
What I appreciate is, I don't know what he got to act like this. He don't have that. You don't have to like to. I think it was really nice to see like the balance because like, you know, even if you go off the dome, that shit does from the heart. And I don't feel like her vows were any less from the heart. And I am so glad that again, it was sacred. If you wasn't there, bro, you don't know what the fuck they say. So, you know, I can't recreate that for you in no little, right? I think it was really nice to have been charged in our moment to have them, you know, be charged in the moment to help them uphold their vows, especially because in vows was violent.
Yep.
In vows was violent.
Okay.
Can I say my other favorite part?
Go ahead.
So he's like, came with 3. All right, so we're walking out, here, right here. The photographer, it's people on the side. They're like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I am sure they were very capable of humans. However, I know they weren't as capable as this man would have been. You know what I mean? In fact, if he orchestrated the recording of his own thing, I was like, bro, it's a live stream.
It was a live stream.
Oh, okay.
We were recording in hopes that we could live stream, but as you can experience, like the Wi-Fi, the internet in Morocco was kind of rough.
Cannot wait, but also the electric currents in Morocco was turning off because I'm pretty sure my electric food bus is fucked up, bro. It'd be like, and I'm about to get a new one. It's so sad.
I mean, hygiene is very
Sure.
So from there, everyone had the time to kind of experience the rest of Morocco.
Correct.
Like, what was the rest of your trip like?
So, we went to the desert. We went to the desert. That's how they say that. I was, you know, recreating. We went to, okay, so like this sales culture, I really struggle with that because, you know, people was like, oh, my sister. And I'm like, bro, you gotta treat me like my family, my guy. Like, let's figure this out. So.
What was that?
What?
Yeah.
They were like, what? Okay.
Like, what made you want to think that? Because I know we're going to have another conversation, but like, what made you feel like you really wasn't this?
So one of the things I think, like, I kept thinking, when I go to places, I always think about, like, can I live here?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I could live in Morocco because I was asking our tour guide about it, and he said, yeah, like, women can't own. Women have collectives, men run the collectives, and then they give them money. So the party line was, we give them 90% of the profits. Maybe you do. Mm-hmm. I went and I got these Moroccan rugs. I was not intending to get them at all. My man said $600, and I said, you can go to hell. You can go to hell for that price. So, like, I'm like, if you literally just got finished telling me that we family, and you gave me the same question you gave this white chick, because I'm listening, you know, you got to ear hustle a little bit. My favorite and, like, least favorite thing about America at the same time, if I, like, bargaining thing, I ain't like that. Like, I would like to think that you going to give me a fair price. If you don't, then we going to get fully. Now I'm going to tell you something goofy because why are you treating me like this?
I mean, if you were with the right people, I know somebody that walked away with a leather bag for $20.
You know what the trick is? Walking the fuck away. So I'm going to tell you, like, I was kind of conflicted about it because on the one hand, you know, we all been in the penny. We know that, you know, they have this, their industry is stimulated by tourism. Yeah. And then the other hand, it's like, well, you're not going to play in my face. I ain't never going to deal money. Like, if I had this give, I had no problem, like, with meeting you at a fair price. But when you play in my face, you know, if you play foolish games, you got to win foolish prizes. I did end up having to buy a bag over there. I got a book bag for $15. I got a luggage suitcase, like a big, like, under bag suitcase for $40. Like, I was running these niggas, like, 2 for $3. 2 for $5. Like, I was like, once they told me that it was on road, it was on grow. I was like, how low can you go? And again, that rule, walk away. Bet you get it. Bet you gonna have it. I didn't like that, though. It felt, I was really conflicted because I'm like, you know, I recognize the privilege I have as an American citizen. Even though I'm making a little bit of money here, I'm not. It's not small money there. It's so, like, I ain't got no issue with sharing my resources, and at the same time, I gotta eat my home money there. So,
okay. So, what was the rest of your experience like? So, you did the Sahara,
yeah,
and then you did. You ate count.
You heard it. I ate a camel. Tastes kind of like goat.
It tastes like what?
Goat. I looked at that goat.
Like goat.
So it's like, well, she said it tastes like coat. No, I didn't. No, I'm a bad man like middle well.
I just like goats. Okay. Oh, a little rough, gamey.
A little bit. Like, I'm like, did y'all get the camels that go out to pasture? Like, they about to go to the upper room. So you like, no. I'm not saying that they get their findings, you know what I'm saying? I don't think they get them at the height of life. Intentionally, like, they had lived a good life. It wasn't tough. It was actually really, really tender. They served it with dates and the tagine. That was, if I had that is 2 fingers, but 3 side meals. If I had 3 side meals, I just wish I know. It's happy hour. It's happy hour, right?
It's happy hour.
It was camel with dates. So I was like, I might have to see about some go with some dates. So I already need some dates. Right, shit.
Okay, we might have to go to the Jamaica spot.
Shashushka? Like in the desert? Vietnamese show out. That food was blessing. I said a third thing. This lamb. I went to this riad and it was like on the street that we were on, and it looked like a whole nother world, and it was beautiful. Like, I love the way they had those interior courtyards. And when I cut that, I touched it in with a butter knife, and it just was like, and when I put it,
what did it do?
You see how, what's that, like Bruce Almighty, when he like plant the seed and be like, or these seconds fall off, it was like that, right? It was like that.
It's just split wide open.
I said, look at what I know, Lily. But you did not die in me. And then I put it in my mouth and I cried, like literally. It was like, hero words, that's your way to shut next here. And I put that in my mouth and I was crying. Like, we called the chef out who did not understand what the fuck we was talking about. I'm sure he was like, this bitch is goofy. But I had a whole experience.
Wow.
And then no lamb after that was lamb like that.
Lamb was lamb after that. So let's talk about Spain. We spent how many days in Spain?
5 days, 4 nights.
5 days, 4 nights. That's a hell of a layover. Right? What was that like? Because I did an overnight in Spain.
Okay.
I did it the wrong way.
Similar.
Well, no, let me not say I did it the wrong way. So I was coming back from Croatia. I was coming back from Croatia, and I think the majority of people that was on our boat for Yacht Week, we stopped off in Croatia.
Mm-hmm.
We got some Airbnbs, and let's just say I got too drunk.
Yeah, I love too drunk.
And then I thought I had left people behind. Because, like, me and the person that was...
You kind of coordinating shit, huh?
Yeah, it was kind of cool. I wasn't coordinating it. It was just somebody else. I usually do trips with other people.
Yeah.
And so when I woke up the next day, it was like, oh, shit, we got to get to the airport. And then me and the guy that got to the airport ended up splitting because we were on 2 different flights.
Right.
And so I felt like I left people behind.
No, I wouldn't leave behind.
So the whole time of calling people to make sure people are good.
That's nice.
And
use WhatsApp? Because, you got long way to what's regular money.
We was WhatsApp. I had to call a couple of people regular just to make sure everybody was okay.
Wi-Fi.
But I didn't hear anything back from anybody until I got to JFK.
Yeah.
And at that point, I had to, like, charge my phone for a little bit before, like, yeah. So, yeah, that, I want to do, and I did Spain again the second time a better way.
Where'd you go?
Madrid.
Okay, so, yeah, the airport in Madrid was dope. So, again, because I laid over there, it was really interesting because I changed money there, too. But I don't know who told me I could save $200 and have enough money for like Marrakesh, but it was a lot from you, friends.
Not in Madrid.
Shout out to credit cards because I was like, bruh, it's a blessing. My God. Okay, anyway, so this is not the best thing that happened to me during the trip, but if you like ham, these folks got Ruffles with ridges that taste like whole honey baked ham.
What? Hold up.
I wish I had the bag.
Was that Lay's Ruffles?
Ruffle. Because Ruffles got ridges, not legs, Ruffles.
What? Ruffles is a Lay's, black? Right. No.
We're no fact check.
We're going to fact check. So Ruffles with ridges, bacon flavored. How long flavored? What was that like? You were bringing them extra back?
Oh, yes, I did. They in my house where I did like...
eBay Motors is here for the ride. Elbow grease and a whole lot of love transformed 100,000 miles and a body full of rust into a drive entirely its own. LED headlights, spoilers, whatever you need. eBay Motors has it at affordable prices. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, it's guaranteed to fit your ride every time. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Hey, parents, Greenlight is here to take one big thing off your to-do list, teaching your kids about money. With a Greenlight debit card and money app of their own, kids and teens learn to earn, save, and invest. You can send money instantly, set flexible controls, and get real-time notifications of your kids' money activity. Set up chores and put allowance on autopilot to reward them for their hard work. Then learn about the world of money together. Get 1 month free when you sign up at greenlight.com/podcast.
For a moment, let's no, I did sing to them chits. I mashed that whole goddamn bag. I was like, I'm just gonna try these, and I said, this, you taste like him. You also taste like him. Do you think your friend tastes like him? Like, bruh. The last night that I was in Madrid, I had ham potato chips, a box of wine that cost $2. Well, it was like €190, so it's probably like maybe $250. Bread was decent, you know what I'm saying? And then Popeye, they had real weed. Them biscuits was not busted. No. You know, ours is like GMO weed. They had like, I fed this chicken. This is a chicken. He a real chicken. He did real chicken shit his whole life. But that spice was spice, I heard.
The spice was spice.
Oh my God, I just like white people spice. Nah, no, ain't spice, because Spain spice is different. I'm gonna tell you what it wasn't. It wasn't Louisiana. I said, I made that whole shit up. Y'all need to try this. It's Popeyes, but it is delicious. It is delicious.
So Popeyes in Spain. You gotta try that.
9 wings.
9 wings?
Because they like it. Wing dings. They're pot of wings. Hey, where you come from?
So overall, what would you say your experience was like?
We was to a club. I don't have a mask on right now, but I'm team mask all day. All day. I definitely had a whole period at the wedding where I was like, and then I was like, mask off, be outside. But going into spaces, we went to a club, like that was interesting to listen to their music and see people get up, like go up. I think my favorite person was this dude, like he was probably 57 and a half. And when I tell you this motherfucker on Wednesday, he said, I have to let the rest of this week out for me so I can get to Friday. He done humped the ground. He done humped the girl. She done humped him. Everybody was hump. And then I was like, they went outside and it was like a rest and they came back.
Clubs in Madrid are different, bro. But quite like that night, I like, it was a problem. Like we literally went to we club out. And by the time we got to like the final club, I mean, once again, Club in Madrid are like packed. It was packed when we were sure.
Yeah.
And so, you know, you had enough space for your group to really enjoy yourselves. But then drinks, they just keep coming, and you're like, when y'all gonna stop?
We had to sit.
Now, mind you, it was 10 of us, so everybody kept buying round.
That's your problem.
And the chef ladies, shout out to Five Guys in Madrid. that was definitely a good and bad thing at the same time.
See,
I had too much about that.
It's wild how they were going up for their fast food, because I was like, TGI Fridays is Friday or Chili's. It was one of them. I was like, like, okay, at Five Guys, you out here, whatever.
I mean, I also had my first tomahawk steak in Madrid.
Huh.
So, and there's like a center square in Madrid. I can't remember the name of it, but like along one of the sides, there's like this place that they make these tomahawk steaks on the heated slabs.
Yeah. Well, I bet.
I mean, that paella was trash, but
y'all must not have done your Googles, because the paella I had was bussin'. Oh my God. Like, look like house of man, listen, I'm gonna have to give you the information, because when I tell you, I said, I am not hungry, but if you could put some more of that on my plate, please. They on the leftovers, which I think was amazing, because like to have the food as fresh. Oxtail, the oxtail I had was bussin'. I had some ribs. I had dim sum. Let me tell you about going to a Chinese restaurant and she speaking to you in Spanish, and then she come and talk to somebody in Mandarin. And she can speak some English on your bitch ass in case she gets what? Whole nother level. Oh my, like, that was probably our cheapest meal here. We had okay. Trying to think. Like, I had so many different kind of foods when I was there. Like, it was dope.
Okay. So we talked earlier about how speaking Spanish kind of helped, like, with the way you were treated in, like,
I think so, yeah.
in Spain. Like, in your travels, what have traveling while Black been for you?
Um, I think, yeah, no, for sure. When I went to Mexico the first time, I think that I learned a lot about like being Black in another country. Because, like, getting catcalled on the street is like interesting, but getting catcalled on the street because people think you're a prostitute is a whole nother game. And so, like, how did my host family talk to me? I'm like, yo, just trying to get my like, sweet. You know what I'm saying? No, like, I'm just trying to get my listeners language shit together, whatever. Um, but like to see like again like that class system, like to see how darker skin is penalized, maybe not the right word, but devalued in other places, like blew the fuck out of me. So we went to the club. We met somebody from Dominican Republic who lived in Spain who was like, yo, not, like y'all getting free, like let them know, Jason, blah blah blah. I think it's interesting to hear how people think he relates to the Blackness. So when I was in Morocco, this motherfucker was trying to get me to eat tacos. Bitch, I don't want no taco in Morocco. That don't even sound right, right? The Senegalese dude. And he was telling me how I should call myself African American. And it's like, it's very interesting to think about the relationship that we have with certain titles that we have. Like, I'm black, bleedy black, CD4 black, some people that's still playing that for, right? And I tell people that everywhere I go, but to listen to somebody talk to me about like how that shouldn't be so, knowing my context and maybe knowing that he doesn't associate that with that, like it's like, I'm so grateful for Twitter because I appreciate the ways that we can have like these international conversations and these glimpses into other people's worlds. And I think traveling lets me move outside of 140 characters or whatever, like, somebody's thread is to like know that for my own self. It's
So one of the things that I had noticed about Morocco was there's a clear divide. There's a clear divide amongst the cultures, right?
like,
If you're talking about the sub-Saharan Moroccans and then the above the Saharan Moroccans and the sub-Saharan Africans, you don't see a lot of darker Africans in Morocco. And I had an experience where so the one thing that the tour guides will tell you is it's one happy sound.
that is true. Right. I say that.
Like black Moroccans and lighter Moroccans were all one, but even when you go to the Moorish churches, you don't see black Moroccans, darker Moroccans there. And then when you see sub-Saharan Africans, yeah, this drink is kicking in. When you see sub-Saharan Africans, you see them treating them differently. Mm-hmm. And so for me, like, oddly enough, you see that more in Casablanca than you see in Marrakesh. I think Marrakesh was more like when they're saying like, hey, my brother, like you actually see it in the Medina. But it's only if you're looking for it.
Yeah.
Because you mentioned in the Medina, they were calling you names.
Rasta, like
they got out of, and I don't like, because I get a lot, right? So I think I get a lot because I have locks.
Sure.
And you have locks.
Yeah.
So automatically it's like Rasta, and then it was like, yo, I got that butt. All right.
I get that well.
But not only just what, he was also getting like Obama, Michelle Obama. But I think sometimes it's in the lightness of it, it's a matter of getting your attention.
So it was really interesting because in the Medina, because I stayed in Medina, it was like, well, you from New York? Well, I'm like, I'm from Cleveland, bro. I always from Cleveland. Everybody, I'm not kidding. I don't know. But I ain't proud of where I'm from. But so we're like Cleveland. It was like, oh, you lost it. People, oh, you got dreadlocks. I don't have dreadlocks. I got locks. So real clear. Like, we don't have a whole conversation with that. They say you behind me, a whole black ass man from this area. I was like, bro, you don't see that. And when you spoke, I said, no. No. I figured a sneak picture. And he said, don't sneak. I said, you're right. Let's take it together. I think it was really interesting because, so again, my tour guide used to first on the City of Roses, which was awesome. And he took us to hire Black food with his family. He showed us his dad, and his dad was like a darker African man. He talked about like the migration. He told me, yeah, no, it's not really like a race thing, but there's definitely a class thing in the city. So I don't go to learn historical shit when I'm on vacation because fuck that. That's the past. I can't, I don't care, whatever. But I do like to learn about like what's happening presently. So he was like, the prince here has 10 castles. The castles got these green courtyards and the city's not green. He talked about how like, here's the rich part and they got like Louis Vuitton stores and like these dope beds, big ass malls. And then you have like the Riad where like the rich people come play, right? But it's not like, that's not where they live. So we ended up going to Hammam that was on the street. We had some Moroccan tea with a buddy that was from the Sahara, and like he made his tea even differently from the other people. So like those kind of things. He said, "Oh, you gonna go to Hammam? Go here. We paid $15. This lady scrubbed me down like we fucking knew each other. Like I was her child. I was smooth as a baby's ass. Like it was I was like sky.
Is the scrub, then the argan oil massage?
Oh no, hell no. Ain't no goddamn argan oil shit. Like she said, like I thought the cast times were rough. And when I paid this lady, but scrub all the skin out of my body, it was rough. Good time. Scrub the sin out of my body. I am renewed. I am restored. I'm a new being in Christ. Amen. I know I am because, bruh, it was really interesting because it wasn't like that American experience. It was very much like it is. If once a week they come in here, they scrub each other. She didn't scrub her back. She didn't scrub her back. They wash each other's hair. I wouldn't I would have give this shit washed because fuck yeah, her hair just got to die. Also, shout out to Smash My Ice from Nicole. That's my cousin. She in St. Louis. If she not there, don't look her up. But she on Insta. But like, check. I'll do it. But to be scrubbed in that way, like, so first of all, we've been using black soap incorrectly. Okay, mother says he said, put the black soap in yourself, let it sit, and then rinse it off. She turned it into this thing she massaged. Somebody massage your face.
Yes,
You can't be loved. I'm like, I ain't never been loved like this in my life. This is true intimacy.
We about to open up a mob.
No, we not joking. No, that shit gonna be right. If you want a massage table, we got that for you. But if you want that real deal, we got that for you too. Ain't gonna be $15 though. We just saying that. I ain't gonna be $50. But she does that. We rinse like people who were not part of our experience were filling the bucket to make sure that we got rinsed off. And like I was like so touched about how communal it was. And I know that we like moved from like this black experience thing, but I was like, bruh, like, why do we not have a communal like society, like social structure here? Like, like there are pockets, but they wasn't getting no tips or nothing. They had no incentives to fill their bucket except for they did it for their leading. Bruh, I was a new being after we left that place.
Nice.
$15.
So, having gone through this experience, what are some tips you would give somebody that's like really trying to get into this travel game? And I say game is because we play it at our own level.
We do.
Right? What are some tips you would give somebody to really get started? Because we started the conversation with going to a funeral.
A few. Don't do me. A few. How think about it?
We started the conversation going for to you being in Marrakesh, Morocco, and doing the Sahara, and like let's. What is something that you would give somebody just guess? The first times we don't leave on it.
The first thing that I would say is, if you're curious, then like understanding your curiosity is worth exploring. Because I mean, when I think about like, I completely know how I can't say I hadn't known people that left the country, but I hadn't known people that had the desire the same way that I did. I had to go. Like, people will tell you all these reasons why you can't go. However, you had to focus on the reasons why you have to go. Like, if you only just want to like to live, why you want to be thinking, like, first of all, do it while you able-bodied. Because if you like 74, you're not about to get a little shit and Pop Dukes came through. Like, okay, respect.
Aunt Wanda came through.
What I'm saying,
Yomi's mom came through. Aunt Jackie's mom came through.
If you wanna, I would say I think there are certain ways by the time you're 74 that you decided you're gonna keep yourself and your body safe. And you right as hell. You might not get on no camp and walk around to nowhere. They had us fucking walk on a trail nowhere in the desert. Motherfucker was just walking in circles.
Hey, you try to get that one?
Shit, listen, he did it. Anyway, I said, so, where the fuck we going? This shit is not comfortable. I have a whole new respect for, I like these people ride the Camelot pretty swift. But Camelot niggas, bruh, y'all got that. That's a whole nother thing, like, thinking about the time that you had, like, to do that. Think about the experiences that you want to have. There are experiences that you can't have here. If you have a curiosity about, like, other parts of the world, the only way you're going to know for your own self is to go. You do not have to do it at a high level. I mean, by that, I mean, like, you ain't got to spend a lot of money. Think about the people that you know that have been places, like, asking questions. It's all kind of Facebook groups of people who got, like, you know, they got the loud, they got the hookup, whatever. So, like, you know, I slid it in there. So you can figure out, like, what makes sense on your budget. And so even the way that I waited, like, I didn't buy my ticket until March because, again, I was like, bruh, like, I'm blown. And it just ended up, I was like, look, I don't keep watching because I really wanted to show up. So I think that, like, first of all, make the commitment to yourself. If you spend $600, it's nothing for you to spend $7. It's nothing for you to spend $8. So, like, whatever barriers that you have in your own mind about it, you got to build a bridge. You got to ask yourself why you don't feel like you deserve that thing. Because I think that there is some deserve. Like, you desire to go, but you maybe don't feel like you deserve it. Build a bridge. If you are working, tell them you got to go. I mean, and even if you haven't started a job, I'm real quick on, I got this to do, so I can't stop until I do that. I left in the middle of mine, like, right before finals, and I kept telling people, at this time, I'm going to be gone. So do that. Like, make sure that you prioritize yourself. And I think be willing to break your budget. Because, you know, if you go somewhere and you figure, like, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, if you're somebody's like, I got this map and I got these pens in it, go. Like, put your pens in your map and, like, feel like you get the best out of your experience. Because if you ain't never coming back, if they ain't got no Instagram store, no Etsy, no nothing like that, you're not going to get this thing you saw. Do all of it.
So where can people find you?
I know what you like that. Well, I'm on Instagram as the Molly Deuce. I sometimes post my travel experiences there lately. I'm on Twitter as Little Beautiful. I'm more interested in seeing what other people got going on and posting. But, you know, if you are interested in connecting with me, go find me.
Well, thank you for doing this, and I definitely appreciate you. And this was another dope experience, another dope conversation with another dope person. And with that, I hope you guys stay safe, travel more. Peace.
Hey, parents, Greenlight is here to take one big thing off your to-do list, teaching your kids about money. With a Greenlight debit card and money app of their own, kids and teens learn to earn, save, and invest. You can send money instantly, set flexible controls, and get real-time notifications of your kids' money activity. Set up chores and put allowance on autopilot to reward them for their hard work. Then learn about the world of money together. Get 1 month free when you sign up at greenlight.com/podcast.